As a kid, Aesop's Fables was one of my favorite books. I would read the short fables over and over again. I remember one titled, The Farmer and the Snake. This fable told the story of a farmer walking through his fields in winter when he found a snake frozen on the ground. He felt sorry for the snake, picked it up, and placed it under his coat. The snake was quickly revived by the warmth, and doing what they normally do, it bit the farmer. The farmer asked the snake, "Why did you bite me after I saved you?" The snake answered, "You knew that I was a snake when you picked me up." With his dying breath, the farmer said, "I'm rightly served for pitying a scoundrel." In all honesty, I was confused by this parable. What does it mean? On the surface, it seems to say that the farmer was unwise for trying to be kind to the snake. But was the snake actually a scoundrel for doing only what was instinct for him? Was the farmer reckless, and was he being punished for his kindness? It all seems to call into question the battle between good and evil. What is good, and what is evil? What should we do when faced with any degree of evil? One thought is that in order to survive, we must destroy evil. But is that reasonable? If we believe in the balance of the universe, then evil must exist for there to be good. Darkness must exist for there to be light. If we destroy one, how can we understand or appreciate the other? There is no balance in the scale with weight only on one side. So, if it's a fool's errand to try and destroy evil, how do we deal with it? How do we keep evil from overtaking us? Evil, even extreme evil, would seem to be only balanced by an equal degree of good, or maybe wisdom. The farmer was not limited to placing the snake under his coat in order to save it. He could have placed a blanket over it. He could have built a small fire near it. He could have understood the nature of the snake, protected himself, and still show kindness. God has given us a mind and the ability to reason. We need to use it. A good person is not limited to being a fool. As Freemasons, we are taught that our goal is self-improvement. We are given many moral lessons and guides to help us accomplish this quest. The problems in life and the number of possible difficult situations are countless. Not every problem has a happy ending. The lesson of Hiram is an example of doing the right thing at a terrible cost. But he seems to have had no option if he wanted to remain honorable. Unfortunately, doing what is right can sometimes be horribly difficult. We do it or we don't. Hiram could have given them what they wanted and possibly lived, but he would have lived out his days in shame of his failure. He would know that he was without honor. We're not going to destroy evil, but not every battle needs to end badly. By using our minds, we can push evil aside and keep our integrity. We can show kindness to all and still keep evil at arm's length. If we know someone is unworthy, we can isolate and avoid them. We don't have to embrace them. There will be times when it will be necessary to cut off an arm in order to save the body, but not always. In a large setting, if we know in our heart that someone needs to have more rough edges removed, then we do not give them positions or offices where the rough edges can do harm to anyone. We need to be responsible as well as kind. We must have the best interest of Freemasonry and our lodge at heart. It is not always a choice of only suspension or allowing someone to do whatever they want. It is very possible to be kind, strong, and still wise. The point of a parable is not to give us clear answers, but to make us think. I don't believe that the point of the parable of the farmer and the snake was to teach us to walk away from helping someone if they are perceived to be evil. The point is to teach us to always consider the consequences of our actions and to discover the best way to protect ourselves and still show kindness. Thank you for watching. If you like the videos, please hit the like button and subscribe to us. Please support our efforts through Patreon. It is through your support that we are able to continue our work. Just follow the link in the description. See you next time.